Hello, everyone. Welcome to Divine Light and Love Oracle with Stella. Good evening, you guys. It is Wednesday, May 29th, 2019, and I hope that everyone is having a fabulous day. It's always a pleasure to be here with you guys and to serve in the light and be an encouragement. And truly, I feel blessed because I gain so much inspiration from being with you guys and from the messages that we receive from Spirit through the cards, intuitively and collaboratively. And I appreciate so much that we are able to come together in this space to collaborate, to encourage one another, to uplift one another. And so I just want to take a moment to just fill this space with lots of positive energy, high vibration, and encouragement so that you know that when you arrive in this space, you are welcome. We are grateful that you're here. We look forward to having a beautiful evening together. And may the messages that Spirit delivers to us be of a high vibrational quality that will help us to make those alignments and course corrections that we need so that we can be at our best peak functioning in our frequency and in our vibration. Hi, Leo sun. Good evening. I tell you guys, I get so excited when I see you show up in the room because it's literally like a reunion on aisle 4 at the supermarket for me. It's so exciting, and I just adore each one of you and your spirit of excellence and your kindness. It's truly amazing. I feel so grateful for this beautiful soul family. I feel so blessed. I grew up an only child, so for me to feel the sense of being home and family is such a gift and a blessing. And I just want to take a moment and give some shout outs while I'm thinking about it. I definitely would like to give Leo's son a shout out, my aloha sister from another mister. I appreciate your spirit so much. I'm so excited that I got to interact and see you the past couple of days. It's been wonderful. I hope that you are feeling blessed and having a beautiful time with your family and just celebrating the gift of life. It's always a pleasure to have you here and to see you in the Good Vibe Tribe chat as well. I want to thank Miss Kate for being here. My beautiful daughter, I appreciate her spirit of excellence and service and being there. For those of you who are new to the channel, she is typing under the Divine Light and Love Oracle banner. You'll see my picture and that highlight, and that is Kate. Hi, Yara. Welcome. Good to see you again, sweetheart. Hope you're having a great day. Glad you made it in. Happy to see you. Hope you had a fabulous week so far. And looking forward to the messages that we'll receive from Spirit tonight and just the opportunity to fellowship and get together and support one another through our journey. And so, Yara, you are definitely a blessing. It's always nice to see your sweet face pop in. No worries, honey. We're just glad you came in. Glad to, give you a big old hug and tell you that we appreciate you and sending you lots of light and love and blessings that you'll continue to have an amazing week. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Dynamic Jennifer, who has just been such a light and an encouragement. It's always a pleasure to interact with her, and some of the knowledge and encouragement that she shares has just been so on time, and it's so encouraging that I appreciate her. Angelina, I appreciate her as well. I mean, you guys have been seeing so much in the cards and sharing your insights that when I get to watch the playback, I feel like I'm sitting in school. It's pretty awesome. So thank you to Angelina. I appreciate that. Oh no, babes, I'm sorry you were sick, but I'm glad you're better. We're believing that we're sending positive healing vibes to you so that you continue to be strengthened every day and continue to feel well. And so we're glad that you were able to come in. And let's see, also I want to Give a shout out to darling DJ, who is always like our ride or die chick who comes in, and just so appreciate her spirit. Beth, we appreciate your sweet spirit. It's always good to see you when you come in. Let me think. I am Wada. Ooh, I almost said I am Wada. The artist formerly known as I am Wada. I am Ether. Adore her. So glad that she comes in and just brings such light and love. And y'all know my Pop-Tart king, my boo thing, King Trident's Tribe, Matt. So glad that he comes and he shares his laughter and love and light and healing energy. Always a blessing to have him with us. We have, I say his name wrong, DJFK. We're just going to call him D. D, it's always a pleasure to see you when you come in. G Money, it's good to see you. Jennifer Camo, it's always good to see you when you pop in. Hey, Jennifer. Oh my gosh, I'm like going through Kitty Walker when she makes it in. Kimberly from Twin Flame Enchanted. I mean, there's just so many. I mean, you guys are all incredible rock stars, so I apologize if I didn't get everybody's name in there. You know I love you, and I'm thinking of you, and I'm probably just having a bout of momnesia because I'm just so excited that you guys are coming in. It is truly amazing, and I feel like this journey that we have been on has really taken us on some wild twists and turns, but it's all good gravy. Okay, see, momnesia bout just wore off. Victoria, Megan, oh my gosh, you guys, love you to pieces. I'm so grateful. Shannon, I'm just so grateful for you guys. Radhika, my wonderful orator, writer, amazing encourager and inspiration. Appreciate you so much. You guys, I just appreciate everyone. Hi, Matt. Seriously, I just feel like a waterfall. I can't gush enough about how wonderful each one of you are and how much your presence means to me and to this collective and to this soul family. We are truly a tribe. We are truly a family, and it's such a blessing and a gift to be able to celebrate life together. The ups and the downs, the joys and the pains, the laughter and the tears. We're here together, and I am literally beside myself because I know when I felt the prompting to start the channel, I just allowed the universe to guide and lead, and so I couldn't be more humbled and appreciative than I feel at this very moment in time for each and every one of you. And I'm thankful, kind of teary-eyed as I'm saying it, but I just want you guys to know how much each of you means to me, to Kate, to our soul family, and how I wouldn't have it any other way. I think I have the best brothers and sisters in the entire world. And that's pretty significant coming from an only child, right? Who only had stuffed animals and dolls to call family. You guys are way better than that. So super excited, you guys. So this evening, the messages are pretty clear and straightforward that Spirit wanted us to focus on, is that we are the hero in our journey. And it's not that we needed rescuing or recovering or finding. We are the hero in our journey because we are taking care of ourselves. We are healing ourselves. We are repairing things so that we don't repeat things that do not serve our greatest and highest good. And so I feel that tonight the decks that Spirit is leading me to are going to absolutely point us in the direction of ourselves. That even though we are most certainly excited about a high vibrational match, a counterpart, a twin, tonight it's kind of all about us. It's kind of about what a great, beautiful vessel that you and me and we are, and how we have come so far on our journeys. And it's important to celebrate ourselves and acknowledge our excellence, our divinity, our ability to serve in the light. And so, you know, you guys know I always talk about, are we serving or swerving? And so I just want to say a thank you to a very special divine masculine that helped me fix my crown after I swerved and it was falling to the left side. I feel so appreciative and humbled because now I feel like I'm back, baby. I'm back. I am ready for these messages. I'm ready to grow and learn and be encouraged. And I just want to thank each of you for being here tonight and bringing this beautiful light and positive energy. And I want to thank you guys for your patience as we went with the circus deck, because that was a new energy for me, guys. It really was. It was like there was a lot of new understanding that I gleaned from those cards personally, because I'll be honest with you guys, growing up and having different understanding of spirituality, like I've mentioned to you before, I'm multiracial, multicultural, and so each culture kind of had their own beliefs in spirituality. Like the Native American side has very shamanic roots. The Middle Eastern side of my family has roots that believe with the Quran, and the French and European side is very much into Catholicism, and the Mexican and Puerto Rican are very much into Catholicism. So I have all these different culminations of spiritual understanding running around inside of this body over here. So it's been an adventure to learn and understand from a different spiritual perspective. And I'll be quite honest with you, dealing with the darkness was a huge big thing for me, because I was like Scooby-Doo, like Rut-Row Raggy. I always had spiritual things happening around me, whether I was encountering entities or energies or circumstances. There was always something spiritual happening. And until I began to really embrace the clairs, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, dealing with things of a dark nature were like spooky, freaky, creepy, weird to me. And now I'm learning how to navigate through the darkness. And I believe that many light workers are also coming into this new of how to stand in the darkness, walk through the darkness, and not be spooktacular and freaked out by everything that goes bump in the dark. We're learning as light workers, we're going to encounter darkness a lot in this world. Sometimes it's people we don't know that harbor those energies. Other times it's people we do know that harbor those energies. And we're learning how to manage and cope and contend with those energies as we encounter them in real time. From somebody that just has stinky face to someone who you know and love betraying you or verbally berating you or doing something shady. So I feel like that energy from that deck was really giving us a lot of understanding into this divine circus that we are living in, life under the big top, you know, the three-ring circuses that many of us are experiencing in our own lives. But the powerful thing that Spirit wants us to take from that is that we're the ringleader. I know I usually say not my circus, not my monkeys, but when you're the ringleader of the circus, for lack of better vernacular, you run shit. So don't ever be afraid that the darkness is going to overtake you, because your light empowers you and gives you the authority to handle things in a mighty, powerful, strong, and competent way. And so tonight, the Heroes Oracle called to me, and the card that came out, right, Yara? Oh, hi, darling TJ. Hi, Dylan. The card that came out, guys, is a splendid torch, and it says, blaze brightly. So we're going to go ahead and dive on in, folks. Thank you for your patience. I just wanted to share that with y'all before we got underway, because I felt that it was important to understand that as we go through dark times and experience darkness, we're not supposed to be afraid and cower and shrink. And the first card out the deck said, a splendid torch, blaze brightly. And so light workers that are assembled here, I just want to thank you that as you're looking at the cards, as you're interacting in the room, please take note of the numbers on the cards, the imagery that's being expressed, and share what you know and what you're receiving intuitively in the chat if you feel led, because it will be a blessing and help others. All right. I love it, right, Yara? That is just so beautiful. I mean, look at all of those colors. They're so splendid, just as it says. And so it says, this is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose, recognized by yourself as a mighty one. I want to be thoroughly used up. When I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle for me. It is a sort of splendid torch, which I have got a hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it off to future generations. And that quote is from George Bernard Shaw. And so the message is this: reflect upon your hero's journey and recognize that you are more of yourself than you have ever been. And there's more where that came from. After all, the end of one journey is the beginning of the next. But before you embark upon your next adventure, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for participating in this quest and for being the keeper of your eternal flame of purpose burning bright. At this moment, you don't have to wait for others to light your fire, because the permission you need has already been granted. Know that true joy comes from being a splendid torch that lights the ways for others. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. You guys, you remember that song by the Bangles? Close your eyes, give me your hand, darling. Do you feel my heart beating? Do you understand? Do you feel the same? Am I only dreaming? Is this burning an eternal flame? You have the eternal flame inside of you, and it has illuminated, and now it's on the outside of you in this splendid torch that allows the whole world to see you for who you are. You are not a candle in the wind. You're not a tiny little flame being flicked around and tossed to and fro. You are a splendid torch of high vibration and light. And it's your time to be seen in this world. It's your season to burn brightly. In fact, if you dream of fire, oh my gosh, you guys, there's a song by Sting that I love called Desert Rose. I dream of fire, yele, yele, yele. I love Sting, you guys. I just have to say that first and foremost. But yes, if you dream of fire, the fire reflects that you are hot stuff. Your self-expression has been ignited and is running full throttle. You may be in the midst of a major transformation, moving from one stage in your life to the next, like a caterpillar becoming the butterfly. Perhaps you are unrecognizable to your former self. Unleash your power mindfully and realize with the heat, power, comes responsibility and maturity. Burn away the limiting beliefs and self-concepts that no longer serve your highest expression is an alchemical initiation. The mantra says, I know how to light myself on fire, and I burn brightly as a celebration of life. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is phenomenal. Holy smokes, literally. Oh, thank you, Yara. That's so sweet. Oh, you guys, I'm telling you. Whoop, whoop. You know what? These knowledge bombs, Kate, they're just, Spirit is just lighting us up tonight because, so many of us in this journey, we, forget that many times we are a phoenix. We've gone through some hardships, but that wasn't the end of our story. We are burning brightly for the whole world to see. And that's why we're not to be afraid of the darkness, because we are the light. The twin flame journey really is that initiation, that rite of passage that brings us to the understanding that not only are we high vibrational beings, but that we have this immense responsibility and mission to serve the earth, and that we are supported by our angels, and that our Creator is overseeing all of this. Nothing that happens is an accident. We have a masterful Creator that created the sun, the moon, and the stars, and each one of us unique. We have our own energetic signature, our own DNA helixes that make us different from one another, but yet we have this magnetism that draws us to one another, because like attracts like. So that here we are burning brightly together. That's why this picture, this card is so powerful, because this is the culmination of all of us. All of us. We are one. We are one. We went from feeling like maybe this small little flame in the twin flame journey, but we are actually a splendid torch. And when we come together, beautiful, magical things happen. I believe to my soul that people that come to this room feel the light and love. Not just light and love, but divine light and love that comes from our Creator, that's being poured down upon each of us so that we can make it through day after day after day, knowing that we're loved and supported and cared for. It's like being able to go to a well and draw water, clean, fresh water when you're hot, when you're sweating, when you've been through some really exhausting things. You can get refreshed. And as this splendid torch, as a collective, as a soul tribe and a family, we are here to blaze up. We are here to burn it all down. Anything that is not serving us for our greatest and highest good, we've got each other's backs, don't we? We've got each other's backs. Spiritually, we'll get a prompting, like it's like the bat signal that goes up. That's how I know when I need to be on a live. You guys, I'll be honest with you, when I first started the channel, I thought I'll just schedule things and be on a routine, and that's so cool. And Spirit was like, yeah, about that, you're gonna come on whenever I say to come on, and you're gonna deliver the message that's right on time. And I thought, oh, okay. And I stumbled and I crashed and I burned and I tripped and I fell 1 trillion times in front of you guys, much to my dismay. But what Spirit showed me was that's part of the authenticity of who I am. I am who I am. And that you guys, being who you are, accept me for who I am. And that unconditional love has caused my torch, my part of the torch, to shine even brighter. And as I come out as my best version of myself, I'm encouraging you guys to come out as your best version of yourself. And then that's how we set ablaze this whole earth with light and love. Right? So, nice way to start our night, right? That card was pretty powerful. And so I was led back to this deck, the Queen of the Moon. The Queen of the Moon, y'all. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to zoom in because these cards are pretty flippin' awesome. They're beautiful. The imagery is like out of this world. Ah, the moon, out of this world. You guys, you know me, I'm corny. But we're gonna go through these cards that Spirit had me literally cut the deck. And here we go. All right. You guys are so cute. Oh no. Bat flaps and pasta. Oh dear. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, good gravy. Oh, Lord. Here we go. You know, just when I think it's going to be easy like Sunday morning, Spirit's like, boom. So here we go. Extremes. I'm going to tell you guys, I had a feeling that card was going to show up, but boy, did I not know it was going to show up first. All right, here we go. The hot moon, extremes. Number 34, so it's a 7. Learn how to handle crisis with calm and resilience. Seeking balance is superior to seeking extremes. There are better ways to handle conflict than rage and outrage. There may be someone who seeks to disrupt your business or life in some way. This too shall pass. The mantra says, I handle extremes with grace, yet I seek balance in all things. Most of us have experienced extremes of weather, boiling hot days or freezing snow and ice. You certainly know you are alive because the sensation can be overwhelmingly or stressful on the body. The hot moon appeared in the hottest time of the year when the days are the longest and it rains less frequently. Similarly, we can experience extremes in life: deaths, job losses, relationship breakdowns, true fears, big conflicts, booms and busts. And yet, this is life. Our situation can change quickly for the better or for the worse. The hot moon is challenging us to build our resilience and reserves of wisdom and calm for those times when things are at their extreme. It reminds us that developing grace under pressure is worth its weight in gold, and that even these extremes in time will pass. Ooh, that's beautiful. I love it. Yes. See, guys? We're learning how to be gracious under fire. But then again, we are the fire. You see that? On your journey of becoming a splendid torch, you're going to learn how to take the heat. You're going to learn how to handle the hot moon, the extremes. You're going to be able to manage your own fire power. You'll be able that even in this kind of a blaze, this type of inferno, because I know y'all are lit like a tree right now. Spiritually, energetically, these powerful shifts have been happening. So I know y'all are lit like a tree right now. And as a matter of fact, you are burning so brightly that it's shaking some people up. People that you thought were your friend, your neighbor, your lover, whoever it was, they're getting shook by this. And yet when they come at you sideways, you're still able to control your blaze and not scorch them like a hockey puck. You know what I'm saying? You are learning experientially how to operate in grace so that no matter if an extreme crosses your path, you don't have to burn the person to a crisp. Hold on, guys. I'm going to be right back because Spirit just showed me something, so I'm going to go grab this deck. Keep talking, keep chatting. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Woo! All right. Hold up. Oh, look at that. See, I'm telling you, I'm learning how to listen. When Spirit's like, go do this right now, Okay, I had to go get it. Do you see this? We had this card from the circus deck. This is the butterfly bambini, right? Fire. Do you see all that fire there? Now, in your most vulnerable state, there's a lot of darkness and it looks like you just had a little bit of fire, right? But underneath all that, this emerged. And, all right, hold on. Hey, Radhika, thank you. So why are we so fired up right now, guys? It's because we've been talking about light workers, and that sounds so sweet and so dainty. You know, we're light workers, you know, we're light, you know, like hippies, like we're just cool with everything. No, actually, that's not it at all. If you notice within yourself as a light worker, you're going to have to be a little spicy at times because life gets a little spicy around you, and you need to know how to get down with the get down. Why? Because of this energy. The Snow Queen and her wicked ways. The Snow Queen and her wicked ways has been causing havoc in the lives of many light workers. It may show up as an energy in the person you perceive as your twin flame. It may show up in a family member, a friend, a coworker. It could be anybody, but this energy we just learned, it's not only the person harboring the energy, but what the card says here, their wicked ways. Now, I'm just going to be honest. I'm certain there are some people out there that are vexed by the behavior and the wicked ways of people operating in this energy, which is why Spirit is letting us know you are not alone. You're not alone. Spirit and Source are saying, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you in your journey as a light worker. I'm going to help you to get through extremes. I'm going to help you to stoke your own fire. I'm going to help you become the splendid torch that you are. You're not just a little tiny light, a flame, a small flicker of a flame in the twin flame journey. You're a freaking torch. So why did we need all this firepower and light? Is to deal with this energy and the wicked ways associated with it. Right, darling DJ, because that's what word came to mind. We're not having this anymore. Many of us on this journey have encountered some ratchet behaviors and people. Okay? Yes, we have. But Spirit is saying, I'm not wanting you to go down without a fight. I'm going to equip you. Source is going to equip you. The earth is going to equip you to withstand this cold. Because let's just keep it real. When people get ghosted, it feels like you've been left out in the cold. Hi, Lisa. Good evening. It feels like you've been left out in the cold. And I'll be honest with you guys, most people are not equipped to be left out in the cold. We talked about this iciness. It's like a hypothermia that tries to attack and shut down the heart. That's why this cold, indifferent, cruel energy that manifests in loved ones is so hard to cope with. This is why Spirit said, I can't even let you just be a flame anymore. I need you to be a freaking torch. I got to help you out, is what Spirit's saying to us, because many people are just, they're drowning, because that's another funny thing about this energy. You already know if you were to fall into a body of icy water, unlike just regular run-of-the-mill warm water, you might have a fighting chance. If you fall into icy water, now you are dealing with the temperature drop, and that in itself is enough to take you out. Many people have been drowning in icy water through this twin flame journey because they still believe they're just a flame. They don't recognize their splendidness as a torch. Hi, Maramy. Maramy, if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But you guys get what I'm saying? This is why Spirit showed all three of these fire cards tonight to let you know you're going to go through extremes. You're going to go through an extreme transformation from this journey, and this is your current disposition. You are a splendid torch. So it's time for you to stand tall and burn brightly for yourself, because you are the hero in this journey. Do y'all hear me? You are the hero. You're the hero because now you understand how to deal with this energy no matter who it presents itself in the form of. It could be a mom, a brother, your lover, your sister, your nephew, whoever it is, your best friend, your husband, your wife, your perceived twin flame, your counterpart. You're going to know how to deal with these extremes going forward because you're a splendid torch. And in fact, I'm going to leave that card right there to remind you throughout this entire live. If you thought you were just a twin flame, that was just the tip of it. You are a splendid torch. That's who you are, light workers. A splendid torch. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Yay, I am ether in the house. Wow. Yes, Yara. Thank you. I think that's such a big thing. And guys, pardon me for just a moment because I want to address exactly what Yara was saying. Is this is happening in real time. These downloads I'm receiving, it's happening in real time because I had no idea other than to just do what Spirit said, which was get these cards, and I saw and understood what was being explained is that, you know, the twin flame journey is literally, it's that first flicker and spark to get you awakened to your spiritual powers and prowess so that we are not going to be waylaid by these ice kings and queens that, snow kings and queens that come in and are very destructive. You know, if you think about it, think about a beautiful forest and how during the springtime it's so full of vibrancy and life. And when that winter comes, the snow and the frost literally kills the blooms. So there's a very strong power and quality to the ice and the snow and the frigidity. And so we're being called to step into our marvelous light and recognize that we have the power to be the hero in our journey, to go back and reparent ourselves from our early childhood wounds, to identify and break destructive patterns that we've acquired over the course of our adolescence and young adult life. We have the ability now to identify abusers, manipulators, narcissists, people who are disordered and in distortion. We have the ability now to discern and recognize them for who they are. But now we're also developing a courageousness to not be afraid when we encounter these things because we are the splendid torch. We're the splendid torch. Oh, wow. Look at that. Full moon power. Number 16. Oh, my goodness. Step into your true power. Shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. The mantra is simple. It says, I have power and it is real. Oh my gosh, you guys. Boop, boop. You guys, if you see anything in these cards, please put it in the chat. That's powerful, isn't it? It says, go outside on a clear night and look up. Hopefully you will see the stars a-twinkling. If you are really lucky, you might see the swirling Milky Way spilling across the darkness. And then there she is, the big full moon, unmistakable in her glory and power. She moves the earth itself and stabilizes it into orbit. She releases and pulls the sea. She is the object of devotion and the inspiration of poems, the realm of goddesses, and she has witnessed the very first of us rise up on two legs and venerate her. Generation after generation, we have stood barefoot under the same moon, wishing, setting intentions, dancing, and drawing her graceful power. You are made of the very same swirling matter that is the stuff of the stars. You are pure possibility, changing constantly, renewing and transforming. Take this moment to recognize the power and rejoice in it, for your next step is the precursor to your future self. Holy smokes, guys. Power, 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 right out the gate. You cannot make this stuff up. Holy smokes. Yes, darling DJ, that's right. It's a 7. So see, and as you guys see fit, if you can pull up the number meaning associated, that would help tremendously. So for example, if someone has the ability to look up the angel numbers, go ahead and put it in the chat so that we understand what that number is related to. Wow. Oh boy. I see now why we had to deal with the power, because look what's right here. Fear. And fear happens to be the number 11 card. Wow. Okay, here we go. Fear. The time for courage is here. Fear is only useful if it teaches you something. You must examine whether your fears are old, new, useful, or unhelpful. Fear blocks flow. I'm going to say it again. Fear blocks flow. The mantra is, I am courageous. Well, heck yeah, you are if you're a splendid torch, right? You are very courageous. If there's one thing that stops people from fulfilling their dreams or getting things done that they want done, it's fear. Experiencing fear is built in a chemical part of the way our brain works to protect us. Emotions such as fear cause the production of a whole raft of body chemicals that give us the best chance of coping with situations that need our attention to survive. There is a healthy kind of fear. It's the kind that warns us to keep out of a dangerous situation or stay clear of someone who instinctively makes us weary. Hello. This should instinctively make everybody weary. We should be on high alert when we encounter this energy. It doesn't matter if they are somebody that we were emotionally attached to. It is time to get it together. If you recognize this energy and you're knower, as I say, you know when you're knower that you need to get the frig out of Dodge or turn on that torch and blaze up, you better get on with it with your cute self. Okay? It says, however, it would be a rare person who does not have at least one fear that does not serve them. Okay? It's a fear that's unrealistic or untrue, or perhaps it's based on outmoded experience or something that is buried so deeply we only see the symptoms rather than the fear itself. Most fears have been formed with the positive intent of protection. We need to separate that intention out and deal with it in a more resourceful and less destructive way if we are to create ease and flow in our lives. I'm going to say it again. Fear blocks flow. Hello. Fear has many names. Covert ones are envy, jealousy, codependence, procrastination, bullying, people-pleasing, disconnection. The more overt ones are avoidance, fear of failure, or fear of success. However, there is a kind antidote to fear, and it is courage. Fear will put up an initial resistance to courage, but it has no real long-term power against it. While we can be fearful and courageous at the same time, I think courage contains a mighty big dose of fear. We can choose to face that fear and flow through until we fear less and eventually become fearless. This process is not always graceful. It isn't always impressive because it may be slow and deliberate steps that we're going to take. Taking these steps isn't always easy, and that is an understatement. It isn't always apparent to others, so it should be about us measuring how far we have come and not worrying about what anyone else thinks. Comparison is useless. Courage is powerful, no matter what form it takes. Holy smokes, you guys. Fear blocks flow. So we have to power through those fears. And if you notice, hopefully you can see this, it almost looks like inside is a womb. This is like the womb, and here is the person inside. But notice there's still that connection to the light. Even in that darkness, there is still an illumination, a protective light around each and every one of us that should cause us to be brave and courageous, no matter what stage of the twin flame journey you're in. Whether you still think you're the flame or you recognize you're the torch, you are always divinely protected in the midst, even when you're surrounded by darkness. Wow. Wowza. All right. Yes, Yara, I think that's amazing too. I'm beside myself right now. It's so exciting to see how these cards are coming out and what they're sharing to us. It's beautiful. And I love this because it also talked about us being like the spiral and those, the light, from the moon. And I was thinking when I was reading the card to you guys about the vortexes. So we have this vortex of light right here. So, if you think about when people say like the vortex of darkness and doom, sucking people in like a vacuum, imagine all of us together as a vortex of light. And everything around us is being impacted and affected by the light. It is truly a miraculous, beautiful thing. All right, so we have number 4, and it is acceptance. It's the waxing crescent 2. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future has not happened. There is only right now. The mantra is, I accept where I am and who I am right now. Yes, darling DJ, that card sure did. In fact, I'm just pull that up again. Yeah, they're being protected by the light. It's amazing. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so it says, when we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, rutro-raggy truth-telling, we are often confronted with what really is. This realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth if it's too hard to bear, or we're afraid, there's that fear again, of accepting something so difficult. Each one of us at some time has dodged our blind spots and then had the illumination of what actually is eventually going to confront us. What we do next is crucial. Do we accept exactly where we are, no matter how painful or confronting, or do we retreat back into our illusions and remain stuck or unchanging? Choosing to accept ourselves fully and the position we are in enables us to take the next step towards growth. When we can plant our feet solidly into the earth and say, yes, here is exactly where I am, and I accept this fully, then we can take the next steps confidently, honestly, and powerfully toward where we now wish to head. Accepting where we are right now in its fullness allows us to accept that there may be some chaos in our change before there is full order again. This can be an exciting feeling rather than one that generates fear if we hold our new intentions clearly. Your new intention is the splendid torch you are holding in your hand. Something just came to me as I was looking at this and talking about holding that torch. And I know you guys have, oh, good night, Yara. Feel better soon. Thank you. Good to see you. Many of us have seen a movie at some point where someone is in a cave. Could even be the lair of the Snow Queen, but they have a torch. They're coming through the darkness with the torch, and they are able to see their way through one step at a time. They can't necessarily see what's behind them, and they can't necessarily see what's ahead of them, but they can certainly see right where they are, one step at a time, and that's where we are. And in this spiral, this vortex of manifestation of power from heaven and earth, where you are that conduit of light right in the center, I am that conduit of light right in the center, we are connected to this most marvelous light. And in this card, do you guys see these beautiful birds and the flower petals flying about and the moon right there and the power? Look at the power in the hands, the connection. We're finally making these connections that it's okay to accept where we are, as long as we know, because of the light within and the guiding light of the splendid torch, we know where we are going is headed towards a beautiful, marvelous light. So we can trust that the universe has our back today and always. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know about y'all, but I am so encouraged right now. These messages are just like, ooh, has my face all smiling and burning up. Yes, that's right, Matt. You must be open to acceptance of everything, love, abundance, and assistance. Look at that. Right after we came through, goodness, you guys, I just have to show you. We had fear, acceptance, and then look what came next. Peace. Shalom. Peace. It's a number 28 that equals a 10. That is absolutely stunning. I love it. Peace. Peace of mind is one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves. Refuse drama and do not freely engage with people who use drama as a weapon. People who use drama as a weapon. Stop fighting. Allow yourself to rest for a while. When we let go what we no longer need and let that go, we make room for peace. The mantra is, I choose to create and hold a space for peace. I allow this to ripple out into the world. We are an anxious bunch, us modern folk. We are constantly stimulated or not stimulated enough. We find it hard to sleep. Insomnia is at record levels in the Western world. Some of us self-medicate with food, devices, drama, and work. We seek peace, but we don't know how to go about it particularly well. Peace can begin with a series of decisions we make. For example, we can decide we can't control everything. Shocking! The ancient Greek Stoics had a great strategy here, advising a split of your issues into I can control this and I have no control over this. Think about the most pressing and worrying issues you might have right now, or the situations that are giving you the most sleepless nights. Break them down into pieces and place them under the correct heading. Be honest and discerning. What you will find is that most of your situations or issues are under the second heading. The Stoics advise that the things listed there deserve no more of your attention because they are actually out of your control. Wow. However, the things under I can control this are important, and you must action these to the best of your ability. These are the things that will influence you and where you glean the most change. While this seems like a simple system, I promise you it will give you far less to worry about and instantly more peace. We can be more focused and mindful about what we are doing in real time. We can place ourselves deliberately in sessions of quietness, beautiful and peaceful environments. We can learn what brings our body rest and peace. We can choose to not head the miles of worry. Worry, after all, is chewing gum for the mind. Not really nutritious in any way, but something to do. When we let go of what we no longer really need, peace floods in, taking up the old space and healing it. Hello, peace. I hear Ralph Smart's voice in my mind. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep. Be at peace. Be at peace. You're powerful. You're light. You're amazing and bright. And look at this. Number 3, realization. Realization. How many of us have had a realization as of late? I feel like it's happening for quite a few people, to be quite honest. And I love that this is shaped like a key, like a keyhole. And right here, the individual is standing looking out at the horizon. Now there's darkness behind them, but it's light straight ahead. Just like the light is straight ahead, you have this individual facing the light. Yes, thank you. Peace be with you too, darling DJ. Peace be with everybody tonight. Realization, self-awareness heralds realization. Knowledge is power. Self-examination of your role within a situation is important. The mantra is, I have timely self-awareness and I act upon my realizations. Hello. As we move into early waxing cycle, light begins to shine upon the shadows, illuminating what is. This is the beginning of the powerful process of realization. When we really decide to examine our lives without fear or favor, it can be hard. This is no doubt an act of courage. We might not like what we discover. After all, yet without self-awareness and the will to act upon those realizations, whether we perceive them as negative or positive, we do not get to change and grow. The realization that we have a pattern, a bad habit, or behavior that is causing us pain is a powerful position. Even though we may feel worry and pain around this discovery, we can then take personal responsibility to change our situation since we know our current position. Knowing ourselves more completely enables us to accept ourselves more readily and dare to love exactly who we really are. Love yourself. Acknowledge your flaws. Face the fears. Identify what patterns need to be dealt with in your life. Be your own hero. Now, sometimes, we are fortunate to have a secondary GPS. If we can't see within ourselves where we're going sideways, many times we have been blessed to have a person in our lives that can lovingly and gently, or sometimes a little bit abruptly, help us to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. And then we have this big realization. It's like, oh, and that's a blessing. A lot of times we get butt hurt when somebody tells us something that we don't like, but deep down inside, when we recognize it's the truth, we can choose to get better or be bitter. And so as we have these realizations, may we be brave enough and courageous enough to face them and move forward and not be stagnant or stuck in ego or pride. Yes, baby. That's right. We are raising up and blazing up, y'all. Because you know what? Something else that we learned about this energy, guys, is that it's not necessarily just an external party. It can be negative thought processes in our own minds. If we have been running a bad program, like, when your computer gets a virus or a program is corrupted, if we're running the same corrupted programs, we're going to keep replaying behaviors and patterns that don't serve our highest good. So we have to also recognize that it's not just an external person with this energy, but it could be something that's been going on within us. And something else about the wicked ways of this energy was it talked about seeds being planted. Now, guess what? Anybody can plant seeds, but that don't mean they're going to grow. There's got to be the right conditions for it to grow. So if you have insecurities, doubts, and fears that haven't been properly addressed, those seeds that get planted from a third party, an external source, you now have fertilized those seeds with your stinking thinking, and you're going to manifest bigger fears, bigger insecurities, and bigger doubts. So it's important for us to burn it all down, those fears, insecurities, and doubts that are keeping us from being our greatest version. Hello. Here we go. Attraction. She blinded me with science. Sorry, guys. I know. So random, so random. Okay, here we go. Number 44. I love it. That's an angel number. Angels on duty. All right, attraction. You can be a magnetic to others and attract good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Now, you guys, you know, it wouldn't be a typical night without the hematite magnets. Hello, look at that. Powerful, right? You attract who you are, right? We're working on being high vibes, so we attract from a place of light. But we also have the power, as you can see, I cannot push these together, they're repelled. Now we get to practice repelling things that are not for our highest good. So we have to recognize. You better recognize. All right. So you can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Be ready for opportunities. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or mind. Think of connections greater than yourself. So it says this, I can attract what I wish and I can repel what I do not. We're repelling this. We're repelling that. We have no need for that energy, period, right? We're repelling it. What are we attracting? Transformation, awareness, and power. Yes. A supermoon is a full moon that is the closest distance from the Earth in its revolutions. It is also referred to as the perigee moon. The supermoon looks huge in the sky, and being so close to the Earth, it influences the oceans more than usual, causing more extreme tides than normal. These changes in gravity and force are certainly noticeable, and for people who follow the cycles of the moon, recognize that it is very important. If a normal moon gives us the opportunity to have rocket power under our intentions, a supermoon greatly magnifies this energy into a supernova. If we are growing, we all want to attract experiences into our lives. This can be positive relationships, a lifestyle that suits us better, clarity, love, prosperity, the list goes on. Equally, we also perhaps wish to repel the experiences we don't want. It is important then to not just know what we want, but to be able to recognize what we don't. Attraction isn't about what we accept, but how we discern. Blindly attracting everything we think into our lives rarely makes us happy, but being focused about it does. This card suggests that we should think globally and for the whole. If you are making intentions on the supermoon, include one for the entire planet. Telling you, hello. So the law of attraction at play. We just picked up a very important tip that we can repel that which we don't want coming towards us. So our frequency in a high vibration, we attract things to us. But in this energy as the torch, and I want you to think about this for a moment, fire, that's why we have fire fighters, right? They're trying to fight the fire. But even firefighters have to step back, step away. In fact, that movie Backdraft just came to mind with Ron Howard. They have to come back away from the fire because it is so hot, they will get burned, right? So even with this energy, you have to use your firepower to repel this energy, even within yourself. Repel those negative thoughts with the splendid torch, blaze brightly, and attract what you desire and repel what you do not. You will repel by standing in your power in the light. Wow. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to pause right here. We thank you, Archangel Raphael, for being with us at this very moment in time. We lift up each individual in this room. You know them each by name. You know their struggles, their challenges, and the things that are perplexing them at this very moment in time. We humbly ask for healing, deliverance, and recovery in all areas of each person's life. We ask that they will be encouraged, inspired, and uplifted, and that they will feel a surge of strength and wholeness and wellness permeating in every area of their being. And we give thanks and appreciation for this so be it. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Oh, look at that. Hunger. Oh my gosh, do you guys remember that song? Hungry like a wolf. Oh my gosh, that was my jam. Oh, and it's a number 11 card. Look at that. You guys, you know the 80s. That's like my jam. She blinded me with science. Yep, all of it. All right, hunger. Feed the good and hope within you. There will always be a lean part of the cycle, but prosperity will come. Do not let your hunger blindly dictate your actions entirely. You're welcome, guys. The mantra says this: I recognize all that I hunger for. An old and wise Cherokee, which is the First Nations of the U.S., is speaking to his grandson about life. The young boy asks his grandfather, "It is said, grandfather, that everyone has two wolves within them. The first wolf gives darkness, despair, hate, jealousy, and sorrow. The second wolf gives light and hope, helpfulness, and kindness. Yet, grandfather, I feel them fighting within me. What can I do?" My small son, these two wolves will always fight, and they will fight within each person. You are no different, said the grandfather. But, the boy said, Grandfather, which wolf will win? And the grandfather answers, whichever wolf you feed. We must be careful about what we nourish and feed within us. If we give abundance to the aspects of the self that can harm others and ourselves, then we cannot truly thrive. Having no limitation upon these behaviors and patterns hurts us and starves the higher and finer parts of ourselves that will bring us more happiness. To ripple that happiness to others is a part of why we are on this planet as humans. We must also recognize that in life, just because it is a cycle, there will always be leaner and less abundant or less bright times. But we have built our resilience and self-trust for times like this, and we know we are both loved and protected. The cycle will soon turn to less shadow and more bounty. Ooh, that's beautiful. I love it. Oh, wow. Even look at the colors on the cards, guys. Our two wolves inside of us. Which one are we feeding? Light or dark? We have to be conscious of what we're doing. Oh, yes. Good night, Matt. Blessings and have a beautiful, restful sleep. This is so amazing, you guys. All right. Assessing. Number 9 card. Here we go. Assessing. It is time to assess your current position. Make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others. Good night. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based upon that assessment. The mantra is, I am enjoying moving and choosing and moving and choosing. You have begun your journey, and now it's time to assess where you are and what to do next. You have made a decision. You have worked and walked the path for some time, and yet you understand that in every journey it is wise action to check the map. Sometimes we go along the pathway and we keep going even if it seems that way is no longer the right way for us. Sometimes we feel we've gone too far to turn around, and we settle on a journey and a destination that really does not suit us or satisfy us. However, if we just had some courage, we could have reassessed as we went and perhaps ended up somewhere else, somewhere better. Now is the time to look carefully at the aspects of your life, especially in the areas where you have set intentions and goals. Ask yourself, do I still want these things? Do I still want the same end result? If the answer is no, ask yourself what you can do to maintain momentum and head towards what you now desire. Although it doesn't seem terribly glamorous, assessment has a high payoff for us if we bother to do it well. Doing it well means we really look hard at how things are going. All of us have some kind of blind spot, so it's worth exposing by this consulting a trusted friend or finding where a negative repeating pattern is and look for the cause. Shining a light on a blind spot and taking action to shift it is one of life's big catalysts for change. Hi, Sammy Luck. Welcome. Wow, guys, the catalyst for change. So, course correction is a part of this journey. We're learning how to do this in real time. We don't have to wait till the car is in the ditch. We can course correct at any point in this journey. Oh, look at that. Faith. Because I gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Yes. And that is the number 31 card, which is number 4. Oh my goodness. All right. Fertility and abundance now return. Things will get better. Growth has started. Hold on to your dreams in the midst of adversity. The mantra is this: I know all will be well. It is in the darkest times we find it hard to see the light. It's hard to see when things seem hopeless. How can we ever feel hope again? When we see things fail, it's difficult to draw up our resilience and stand up again. We learn by observing seasons that the light does return. The barrenness of winter turns indefinitely and surely into spring. Oh, wow, guys, look at that. Winter, right? And then the spring. And then it says the ice melts. The days grow longer and the nights grow shorter. Warmth and fertility slowly return to the land. It is hard to have faith in ourselves and the universe. I actually think of faith as the real F word. Faith requires us to let go of our anxieties and have trust, perhaps in something we can actually see yet. We can't see yet. Having more complete faith in yourself and a higher power lead you to your greatest good and is a solid intention, while having a rigid, blind faith does not serve us. It's important to hold on to our dreams and intentions and focus on the outcome. To do this without taking note of what's happening around us can be folly. Our ancestors would observe nature carefully, looking for the signs of new life and fertility, and alter their hunting and planting to take advantage. Yet they knew that the ice would melt and the soil damp and ready, teeming with worms, ready to receive their seeds. Have faith. Seasons only last for seasons. Beautiful. All right. How are you guys doing so far? These cards are just like, I'm just like, hello. They are coming through loud and clear. So exciting. Okay. Look at that. Another number 9. Release. Yes. Aww. Yes, you guys. Big old group hug, Huggy Bears. Hugs and kisses and lots of warm, positive thoughts to each of you. Okay, so release. Let it go. It is time to release anything that does not serve you. Old negative habits do not engage you anymore, as the payoff is not enough. You are ready to make room for bigger, brighter, more aligned things. So guys, get ready to type in the chat because this is a biggie. We're going to lock in this affirmation together. I freely release what I no longer need. Okay? So if someone is able to type that in the chat, let's reaffirm it. I freely release what I no longer need. And we are putting that action together because here we are as this splendid torch burning bright together. So as we lock that in and say, I freely release what I no longer need, we are doing this for the collective as well as for ourselves. And it is going to blaze bright like a torch. And if you guys have ever seen a wildfire, when it blows through a forest, it burns it all down. And we are ready to release and burn down anything that is not for our highest good. So it says this, there is a payoff if we decide to finally release something we no longer need. The payoff is as individual as you are, but there will be a universal feeling of making space for something new. The secret to effectively releasing what no longer serves you, in fact, knowing that the payoff will indeed be worth it, which makes it super important to know what a positive payoff may be. We are going to receive a positive payoff for freely releasing what we no longer need. We are making room for what we do need and desire in our lives. So now we have raised the power, sending this message out into the universe so that we are no longer overwhelmed by what we no longer need. Got it, guys? I got it. You got it. We got it. We are freely releasing what we no longer need. I think I shared with you before about how Spirit showed me like someone in a tug of war holding onto a rope. When you're holding onto that rope with all your might and the universe is tugging, trying to get you to release it, if you don't, that rope is going to burn your hands. It's going to cut your hands. It's going to cause your hands to bleed and be scarred. Let go or get dragged. So we have now freely released what we no longer need. So be it. Oof, that felt good. That felt really good, you guys. Hello. That felt amazing to release that. Ah, look at that. Action. Lights, camera, action. Number 15, you guys. Action. All right. The time has come to take action. Let go of your paralysis. Let go of your burdens. Step by step. Okay, guys, we got to go ahead and lock this in the chat as well because we just did the releasing. Now this is calling us to action. It says, I am responsive and ready to take action. So if you can type in, I am responsive and ready to take action. We are signaling the universe with our torches blazing brightly together. We're ready. We're ready. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. We are ready. I am responsive and ready to take action. Boom. So be it, right? Sometimes we're afraid to move forward. This is natural. Change can be difficult. And if we've been hurt, or if we've failed before, if we are anxious about what's going to happen if we instigate change, maybe we think it's easier and safer just to tread water for a while instead of taking joyful action towards the things we truly desire. Perhaps you want to write a book, undertake a new study, accept a new job, seek a better relationship. So we balk, we freeze, hello, and we do not take the steps we could. So we remain stagnant and don't grow. This card encourages us to embrace action. Action is a part of our humanity. We are not made to hide and refuse to blossom. This is not a hiding face. This is, I am ready to be seen. I am responsive and ready to take action. Boom. There it is. Let's get it. Time to stand up. Time to move forward. Blaze that trail. Look at this. Wowie zowie, guys. Boundaries. That's a big one. A lot of us are going to have to continue to work on this. It's going to become like forgiveness is like breathing. Boundaries, like breathing. We're going to have to learn how to create the boundaries in real time, particularly when we identify something that needs one. So it says this, judging what you need and what you don't need allows you to place healthy boundaries. You teach people how to treat you. I'm going to say that again. You teach people how to treat you. Judge what is healthy and right for you with clarity and care. Simplify. Here's another one. We're going to have to type this one in, guys, because this is powerful. I can say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. I know that's a mouthful, so I'll repeat it. I can say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. And when I tell you, when we look at this card, those eyes look so clear, like you've been bathing in Windex, like I can see you coming a mile away. And this is the transformation, the butterfly transformed. Do you see the butterfly crown upon the head of this individual? And the clarity in their eyes? This is what happens when you recognize you are a splendid torch. So it says, yes, I can say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. We are no longer clowning around. In times of sickness, or say the presence of very strong emotions such as grief. Oop, there it is. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Anybody who has been experiencing a sickness, turn the microscope on and see if somewhere in your energy are you grieved about something. That is a strong emotion that can manifest sickness. There it is. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, we're going to heal that right now. Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for exposing the root of some of these sicknesses that many of us are experiencing. Grief, grieving, being vexed, those strong emotions that have not yet found a voice. That's why we're being called to establish boundaries, to say yes or no with authenticity and clarity. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Archangel, for healing us right now so that we can naturally heal. Beautiful. It says we cut out all the extras that are too hard or complex at the time. We might not take up an invitation to an event. We might have to work at attending. We might only watch a film that we know uplifts us. We might only want to see or communicate with friends we know and trust to understand, love, and support us, warts and all. We might only choose to spend the depth of our heart and time with a few people rather than the many. And we become vastly sensitive to those we now discover to take their unfair share of our energy. Hello. Snow queens like to take an unfair share of your energy. Even if that means it's you. Are you a busybody? In your mind, are you the person who has to rescue and save everybody? Gotta stop it. Got to set those correct boundaries even for yourself. It's not always other people trying to take advantage of you. Sometimes it's our own compulsion to be Superman or Wonder Woman that tanks us, wears us out, knocks us on our asses because we're running around. Instead of being the ring master, the ring leader of the circus, we're running around like the monkeys. Time to get out of that mindset. We might need to look at our bodies more compassionately, eat nourishing foods to heal it, do comforting things for it to recover more easily, or just flat out decide to rest completely. If we are healthy people, we naturally action a kind of simplicity and set boundaries to protect ourselves so we can give ourselves space to heal. How many of you have given yourself space to heal? Did you even realize that you needed that? Did you realize that you need and deserve this space to heal? If you didn't, you might want to do that right now. You might want to give yourself permission to create space for you to heal. That might mean slowing down, stopping your routine for a hot minute. Create space for you to heal. Set the boundaries so you can protect yourself. See, guys? Hold on here. Hang on. Hold the fort, hold the fort, hold the fort. Okay. So, do you remember this card that came up? Rare, real, or rare, raw, and real? Okay? Vulnerable. If the Snow Queen energy comes at you in this form, if you're not careful, you're toast because you're so vulnerable. Heal. Heal so that when you transform, you're covered. That ice, it's going to get melted by the fire. Allow yourself the space to heal. But protect yourself with boundaries. Isn't this interesting to go from this to this? Like night and day, right? I guarantee you this person has encountered this energy. There's still some remnants of that heat and fire, but it hadn't fully reached its peak and potential as it has here. This is the transformation process when you break down all the walls so that you can create appropriate boundaries. Some people think the walls are the boundaries. The walls keep people in and keep people out, but the boundaries allow you to protect yourself. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. What if we gave ourselves space to heal and did this all the time? What if we were more conscious and chose more simply and specifically for the benefit of our own mind, body, and spirit? Yes, life is complex, but it can be richer and more enjoyable if we pare back what is negatively extra and choose a more deliberate, authentic path. We don't need so much fluff and people-pleasing and running around about madly and fast food and fast fashion and gossip and hardcore Olympic-level scheduling and stress. We just don't. Look at what you chose to do the last time you were forced to simplify. If it was a positive choice, maybe that you could be your starting point for something better today. This judgment was made for you and it worked. Not all judgment is bad or to be avoided. Every single one of us judges every day. We judge what brand of washing powder to buy, amongst many. We judge the TV shows as to what's good and what's not. We vote, which is a judgment on trust. We have a legal system with a judge. We will judge what we will accept and what we will not. And if we don't, we do not have values, nor do we have boundaries, which is a huge issue for some. To simply focus on your own experiences and not look outside yourself for justice may be very nice for gurus, but for those of us who want change they wish to see, I judge happily the certain things that are unacceptable. So I strive to change those things. People judged that slavery wasn't right and involved themselves in change, even to the extent of waging war. People judged that whaling wasn't right, so it's been banned in most countries. We judged that apartheid wasn't right, and many people died to change it. One brave man, Nelson Mandela, was jailed for decades as a result. Boundaries teach people how to treat us, and this is a kind of positive judgment. We teach people how to treat us. And bingo was his name-o. Hello. Last card from this deck. Beginnings. Beginnings. Boy, we just had a hard reset, didn't we? We had to deal with some stuff tonight because the beginnings are here and we're going in confidently. You are being offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first steps towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and your well-being, which goes right back to what the beginning of the message is. Be your own hero in this journey. The mantra is, I accept and rejoice in renewal and beginnings. So let's lock it in, guys. Please type in, I accept and rejoice in renewal and beginnings. There is something incredibly poetic and even romantic about that tiny sliver of silver that is the new moon. After the waning cycle and depth of the dark moon, here appearing in the sky, incredibly a crescent of the finest light, almost a scratch upon the blackboard of the universe. Here is the evidence that even after the darkest night, light returns again. Isn't that beautiful? Even after the darkest night, light returns again. The crescent of the new moon is an ancient symbol that stretches back to prehistory. Cave drawings, sculptures, goddesses, crescent moon diadems, the goddesses Aphrodite, Hecate, Diana, Artemis, Inanna, and many Central Asian female deities were often depicted with the new moon's symbology. You can even go back to the Neolithic caves, paintings where the moon and symbology features with no phase more commonly depicted than the new moon. When the new moon appears in the lunar cycle, we are gifted with a new beginning and a fresh start. What we have identified as useless or unneeded anymore has been released in the void of the dark moon, and here is waiting a new chance. Here we get to renew our lives and feel free enough to risk trying anything again. Whether we're asking for a fresh start in relationships or a new love, or are heralding the new actioning of intentions such as better health, a new business, or the start of a new project, riding the new moon energy will assist us. Many creative people start new works on a new moon. It is the beginning, the most powerful of the new moons for new starts are traditionally in the season of spring. Get excited, guys. It is a new season. Your splendid torch is burning bright. You are going into your new beginning, not as this vulnerable person, but as a light worker, as a bright torch, equipped and able and prepared to boldly go forward and serve your life's mission. So we are boldly and joyfully accepting renewal and new beginnings. We're not kicking and screaming. We're not fighting it. It's like that song, can't fight the moonlight deep in the dark. You surrender your heart, but you know that you can't fight the moonlight. No, you can't fight it. Yeah, you can't fight the moonlight. It's time. It's time to recognize you are a splendid torch blazing brightly for all to see. All right, we just have a couple more cards from one more deck, and then I can do some personal card pulls. But guys, I'm telling you, this is the season for the change. It's manifested, it's here, and now we are acknowledging that we joyfully accept it. We joyfully accept it. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready, guys. Yes, that's right. Mindset matters. Mindset matters. Yes, that's right. You are the magician, the alchemist, the manifester. All right. Spirit, what cards are going to give us information as to what we can do right now to assist us at this very minute in real time on this journey? Wow. Unconditional trust. Unconditional trust, guys. It's the number 31 card, and that equals a number 4, which is great. So, unconditional trust. We bring you the blessing of unconditional trust. There are times when trust comes easy. Perhaps life is proceeding according to some sort of plan, or you have enough money to feel safe, sufficient prospects on the horizon to feel excited, and enough love and relationship to feel wanted and valued. But there are times when it is harder to trust. Perhaps none of these apply to you. You are lost. You feel alone and confused, without a clear plan or sign of hope ahead. You may be frightened and just want something to lift you out of the darkness into the light. Your mind and perhaps your family and friends might tell you that this is a crazy time to trust. They may tell you you should try to fix yourself, get real, give up, get on with life. Do not listen to doubts or negativity in others or yourself. It is safe to trust. The Divine Mother is watching over you and will guide you safely into the new beginning awaiting you now. The Oracle of Unconditional Trust says to you that this is the time when you need to trust the most. You may feel comfortable doing this, or you may feel deeply challenged by this idea, but you may feel there's no particular evidence that you should trust, but yet you happily do it anyway. Or maybe you feel that trusting without a sign that things are going to improve is beyond you. Either way, this oracle brings you a message. The divine is looking out for you. For the anxious mind, unconditional trust can bring such relief. The idea that you don't have to keep worrying that everything is going to work out according to a higher plan and the divine grace can soothe away mental anguish and emotional suffering. If it is difficult for the mind to let go, it might prefer to keep worrying and trying to figure things out. It could be especially so if you've relied upon people before and been let down, or you don't feel absolutely certain, The universe loves you and has your best interests at heart to always act for your greatest good. If the mind is in a fear response like this, it needs to be reassured. It needs to understand why you are in a situation where unconditional trust is being asked of you in the first place. There may be many reasons why you come to understand in hindsight. There is one reason that is always true, however, and it may help your mind to relax a little and allow your heart to take over. This is the reason the divine wants to be more involved in your life. It wants to help you avoid unnecessary pitfalls, pains, and obstacles, and go through only the suffering absolutely essential for your growth that is so much less than what we fear or expect it to be. It wants you to be filled with divine love, to live a life that is increasingly free, graceful, and blessed, so you inspire others to trust unconditionally too. How can this happen? Only when you allow the divine unrestricted access to your life. The only way you can do that is by trusting unconditionally. When this oracle comes to you, it brings guidance. It's safer to trust unconditionally in the divine guiding hand than the limited perspective of your own mind at this time. The divine can and will navigate you safely through this journey in your life if you allow it. You don't have to be afraid. You'll handle whatever you need to handle, and you'll do it well. But you will have the opportunity to avoid unnecessary suffering and enjoy a smoother journey by trusting unconditionally that your affairs are going to work out exceptionally well. Why not take that opportunity for yourself and for the divine to manifest itself even more brilliantly through you and into the world? Do that now for yourself and for the rest of us by trusting that everything is working out. Everything is working out. This is the healing process. We call upon the crystal angel of Celestite and the ascended master, Mother Mary, who love us unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of unconditional trust. We grant the divine unrestricted access to our lives through unconditional love and divine mercy. Our trusting hearts love you and accept your guidance so we can shine as one for the greatest good, bringing trust into the hearts of all living beings. We feel so safe, so loved, so protected, so guided and helped and supported by the Universal Mother. She loves us so much. We accept your unconditionally loving help through divine grace and our own free will. So be it. So be it. Then we choose of our own free will through this lifetime and through all layers of our entire being to thoroughly release, forgive, and free ourselves from any wound, experience, or related belief system to do with mothering and trust. May broken trust be healed. May distrust give way to peace. May all beings feel the healing relief of unconditional trust in the love that the universe has for us, as we are supported unconditionally through the loving grace of the divine. Through divine compassion and unconditional love, so be it. We trust the divine unconditionally, and our trust opens the flow of grace, protection, and assistance and love into our lives. Ooh, that is so beautiful, guys. I love it. Man, oh man, oh man. Spirit was like, that's it. Trust. Not just a little bit of trust, unconditional trust. May each one of us embrace the words that were spoken, the heartfelt sentiments given to us, to reassure us that the universe has our back, our creator, our source, the earth, and our angels, our ascended masters and ancestors, our soul tribe and family are here to help us through this season. But we must learn to walk in unconditional trust. Beautiful. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead. I have 2 angel decks that I was led to pull out. And so if you would like a card pulled, an individual card pulled, please go ahead and put a heart in the chat so that I will know which individuals would like a card pulled. And what I'll do is I'm going to give you the choice as to which deck that you want your card from. So if you place the heart in the chat, indicate if you want the daily guidance or the angels, gods, and goddesses deck next to your heart, so I know which one you would like your card pulled from. Wow, you guys, that was such a great message. I feel so blessed that Spirit gave us so many wonderful messages tonight and helping us to see that we are our own hero in this journey. We are the splendid torch. We are blazing brightly. Yes. So, okay. So I am Ether. I see your heart. Would you like, actually, okay, we'll make it easy. Do you want the deck on the left, which is the Angels Oracle, or the deck on the right? Okay. Oh, perfect. Okay, I am Ether. Perfect. Okay. Let me go ahead. Okay. To go on, Dynamic Jennifer. She said we need both. Okay. All right. Yes, you can absolutely have both. You go with whichever one you are led to. So let's do this. All right. Here we go. Oh, thank you guys for being so supportive and loving in the chat. I just adore and appreciate each of you. And we just want to continue to lift up Sammy Luck and send some light and love and encouragement your way right now. All right, I am Ether. Angel of Prayer. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Okay, the Angel of Prayer. You are never alone, nor do you need to tackle or solve everything on your own. The universe, God, Goddess, and angels are always listening. All you need to do is ask for their help and guidance. Prayer does not need to be a formal structured as it has been in the tradition of religion for so long. When you converse with the universe, God, Goddess, the angels, ascended masters, and all beings of light and love in your own language and in your own way, the universal power is your loving friend. The pure essence of creation responds immediately to all your requests. However, due to the universal law of choice, it will not act or intervene unless it is asked to do so. Discuss the current issue along with any other concerns you may have with the Angel of Prayer. Beautiful. Yes, thank you, Spirit. And then I am Ether. Did you also want one from the daily guidance angels as well? You guys are awesome. That's right. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. Had my little Josh Groban moment there. I love that song, guys. Yes. I am Ether. Did you want one also from Daily Guidance? Look at me. I'm all every day I'm shuffling. Yes. Okay, no problem. All right. All right. You got steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you are making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. That is so cool. I love that. And completely accurate because you are such a loving, devoted, kind being. It is such a blessing. Yay. I hope that resonated with you. I am Ether. That's beautiful. Yay. All right, Dynamic Jennifer. Here we go. Woo. Good gravy. I could have sworn you got this card before, but that's what flipped over immediately. Goddess of the unknown. A new chapter of your life is around the corner. Remove fear and embrace the unknown. See, now I'm going to go back and have to watch back those videos to see, because that, I mean, the way that card flipped over in my hand was like snap, crackle, pop. So I think Spirit was definitely like, yeah, this is for her. Okay. So, this is what the card says. Only through the darkness of night are we able to see the beautiful tapestry of light which stems from the stars above us. This card is here to ease your fears about the future and the unknown. Even though you presently cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, you are being urged by the goddess to trust. You are always on the right path, even when you think you have strayed off of it. A major chapter in the story of your life has recently come to a close, and a new, exciting chapter is about to begin. Through the current emptiness, the seeds of a fertile new future sprout through. Soon, you will see the light shining as brightly as ever, because you are the splendid torch. Look at that. I love it. Oh my goodness. Yes, just around the riverbed. I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, sweetheart. Well, see, all these positive affirmations and the light and love in this room, may it bless you, encourage, and continue to inspire you to be that torch. Oh, and you're welcome, I am Ether. That's right. Here we go. All right, Jennifer. Look at that. Life purpose came out. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings you great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus on serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. That is beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You are moving into your new season, your life purpose. Splendid torch. Amazing. I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Who else has a heart in here? Aw, you guys are so sweet. Is there anyone else that would like a card or cards pulled from these decks? And I'm happy to pull them for you because I hope that they will encourage and inspire you. Oh, Jennifer, sending you a big old hug right now. And Samalek, there is a link to the Good Vibe Tribe if you would like to join. It's a continual chat room that's open, and you know, the individuals that you are meeting here tonight pop into the room and share their light and love, and you are more than welcome to join. Oh, yeah, it is nice. Yes. Oh, there's darling DJ. Hi, Mama. Okay, perfect. I'll pull for you right now. But yes, if someone can put the link to Good Vibe Tribe in, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, Samulek, no problem. Okay, darling DJ. Oh, wow. Hello. Look at this. Oh my gosh. The angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. Ooh, that's beautiful. The angel of abundance. The angel of abundance has shown up in your reading to bestow a special blessing upon you. Accept this blessing of light and allow it to flow through your heart and mind. Allow it to both illuminate and inspire you. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest in your life because of your willingness in recent months to give and receive in equal measure. True abundance manifests when we love and value ourselves as much as we love and value those dear to us. Keep an open heart and mind and continue to give and receive freely and accept all the abundance that the universe is offering you in the clear knowledge that you deserve it. Darling DJ, I feel like you've gotten this card before, so I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to be going back and watching watching the playbacks to figure it out, because I feel like that came to you before. So hopefully for you and Jennifer, these are confirmations. I am ether. Yes. Okay, darling DJ, let me pull the other angel card. Ooh, beautiful. Acceptance. 2 angels. Look at that. And all these other little angels too. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Beautiful. And you do. That's part of your ability as this splendid torch. You are raising the vibration, and as you show that acceptance and unconditional love, it is a tremendous blessing to each person that you encounter. I love it. Yes, that's right, you guys. I hope that resonated, darling DJ. All right, Samulek, did you want from one or both decks? Yes, we are. We are whole. I love it. Abundance and light and love. That's right. Okay, let's see. Well, Samulek, you know what? You mentioned, that this was a place where you were receiving some love and light tonight, so we'll go ahead and pull one from each deck for you. All right. Ooh, wow. The angel of manifestation. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. You know what? We're going to do both of them because I just felt that that's what's coming through. Oh my goodness. So let me go ahead and pull the page out. Your efforts, determination, and perseverance have paid off. Something you've yearned for, dreamt of, and worked towards is about to manifest. Keep your focus and balance. Do not lose sight of your original purpose. Quietly give thanks to your angels, to God, the universe, for this blessing, and quietly continue with your work. Wow, that's powerful. And so you have to be careful because you have the power to manifest in a very powerful way. So you have to be thoughtful and capture any negative thoughts that try to set up in your mind, because you're able to bring into fruition what you're thinking. So just like the magnets that we talked about, when your mindset is in the right frame of mind, you attract what you desire. If negative thoughts and low vibrations are coming, it's repelled. I can't push these 2 magnets together. So continue on your path to keep your thoughts in a high vibration and high alignment so you can bring in what is good and light and love for yourself. Yes, that's right. Be ready. Keep your mind on higher things, good, light, and love things. Look at that. You got the heart chakra. And it's interesting because as you can see in the angel, there is a star over the heart, illuminated. The heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being and is most attuned to love. It is safe for you to love and to be loved with an open heart as we stand with perfect protection and guidance. Ooh, see? There it is. You have healing taking place in your heart. And because of that, you're manifesting from an enlightened place, an illuminated place. That's beautiful. See? You came to the right place tonight. You're being encouraged to continue to keep your heart open and to allow love to flow and to shut down any fear, because we heard earlier that fear blocks flow. So keep your heart open and light. Yes. All right. Okay, for Miss Kate. I hope that resonated, Samilek. I hope so. Yes. Oh, see? And see, you recognized it. You had the realization. So now you know that you just continue to work on it every day. It's going to be just like forgiveness and breathing and, being aware. Just keep at it. Keep at it. You got this. All right, Kate. Oh, my goodness. I think you had this one too. Holy smokes. What is going on, Spirit? The Goddess of Awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Goddess of Awakening. Regardless whether you are male or female, your feminine creative spirit is being nourished and awakened by the star of Venus. The Goddess of Love is activating your nature. Surround yourself with flowers, crystals, essential oil, and allow your inner charms to surface. Hi, Chrissy. Hi. This is a wonderful time of exploration, romance, fun, and creativity. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is a period of renewed romance that will lead you to explore a new creative venture. Enjoy. Oh my gosh. And you know what, Kate? I know you are working on internal integration within yourself. And so you are falling deeper in love with the person that you are becoming, that balanced, whole, loving, kind individual that you are designed to be. You're becoming more of your authentic self. And you're going to continue to shine and rise. And I'm super proud of you. Oh my goodness. Look, you and Dynamic Jennifer. Life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus on serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Holla! Look at that. Keep rising and shining. Keep following those promptings and those different things like signs. Think of it like road signs. Like, Spirit is sending you guidance all the time. Good night, Sammy Luck. Welcome. And thank you for being here. Hope you have a good night's rest. Hey, Chrissy girl, would you like cards? We're pulling from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses and the daily Angels Oracle cards. So if you do, just throw a heart in the chat and I'll go ahead and pull the cards for you before we close out the reading. Yes. You guys, this has been such a beautiful evening. I'm so grateful. Oh, yep. Follow your bliss with your cute self. That's right, I am Ether. I'm telling you, I always feel like the all-stars. You guys always show up and show out smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. It's awesome. Love, love, love all of the beautiful, kind hearts that come into this space. Yes, Samulek, may you receive the healing light and love to bless you today and always. Yes, let your light shine. Woot woot. All right, Miss Chrissy, would you like me to go ahead and pull for you? See over here, I'm like, every day I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling the cards like we're getting ready. Yes. You know, this is such a beautiful night. I'm so glad we were able to come together. Okay, sweetheart, no problem. Ooh, wow. Look at this. The angel of the universe. You are being encouraged to expand your thinking. I love it. The angel of the universe. That's beautiful. Okay. By choosing this card, you are being guided by your angels to look at your life and work from a broader and more universal perspective. The angels congratulate you for all you've done to date to serve and help humanity and those around you. Yet it is time to move to the next level. Trust your angels and the universe, for they will guide you. There is no need for anxiety or fear. You are simply being encouraged to think a little bigger. Start to imagine yourself and your work reaching and touching larger numbers of people without losing the integrity of what you do. Imagine this is all happening with ease and in ways that make you feel comfortable. It takes no more effort to think big than to think small. There's no need to do anything radical at this time. Remember, to a large degree, we create our reality by what we think about, dream about, and imagine. Simply think a little bigger and ask the angel of the universe to guide you. Yes, that's right. Level up, level up. Go, Chrissy. I love it. All right, let's see. Hold on. Yes, baby girl, the time has come. Holla. All right now. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, Chrissy. So I'm going to tell you right now, this card is a card of union, and it is a card of union that I've not seen before. So I'm kind of freaking excited because this is not a normal card for what you perceive as wedding. Do you see the purple wings attached to the bride? It is a marriage between heaven and earth. It says, wedding. Marriage is the union of two souls joined in love, mutual respect, and commitment. It signifies a desire to deepen love over time. Your wedding day is a testament to your well-founded faith in love's power. Continually breathe life into that faith and love, dearest one. Holy smokes. Chrissy, when I looked at this card, I knew there was something different about this, and I know that the easy route is to figure, oh, you know, a marriage, a wedding, here comes the bride, la, 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 you know, twin flame, woo, baby. This is a different kind of wedding, honey. This is a union, a divine union of your masculine and feminine within and your earthly and spiritual self merged together. And this beautiful arch of flowers around you is the creation. This is why, oh man, you're being encouraged to expand your thinking. You're going bigger, broader. This isn't just a bride. This is a bride with wings, angel wings, and an arch over this. This is huge. Something really big and new is taking place in your life. Oh my gosh. This is why you're being called to expand your thinking. You are not the average bear, my love. You are something special, and you may now be recognizing that within yourself. Other people can see it, but now you are recognizing it. And this arch is a creation of your manifestation. See, we went from small to big. Look at that, the little bouquet, but now you're being encouraged to expand your thinking. So now you have a whole arch that you were able to manifest. And notice she's holding the small bouquet in one hand and touching the big arch with the other. You have the power of heaven and earth working with you to co-create. Never forget that. Never forget that. That is outstanding. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hi, Leo Sun. Yay. Woo. Hello, y'all. Leo Sun, may I pull cards for you? I'm using these two decks and oh my goodness. I'm telling you, my face is all burning up now, y'all. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, so yeah, just throw a heart. Okay, I see 3 hearts. So Leo Sun, I'm gonna just be like, sure, she said go ahead and pull it. Oh my gosh, your card flipped right over. Look at that. Leo Sun, the angel of expression. Speak your truth and express yourself clearly. Like that Madonna song, express yourself. You've got to make it. Express yourself. Hey, 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 hey. Oh my gosh, that song just busted out. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Okay, Leo Sun, it says there is something you are not expressing. Womp womp. So guess what? It's about to come out. The angel of expression has showed up in your reading to encourage you to speak your truth, express yourself clearly, and know that the truth, when spoken honestly and clearly with love, will never hurt anyone. Lack of self-expression is soul-destroying. It prevents life's natural flow. The angel of expression understands these fears and is here to help you. Allow you to find the courage to express yourself honestly and clearly so that the situation will heal in accordance to the highest good. Yet do not try to predetermine the outcome. Trust, for the power that made you will also heal you. Okay. Woo! Some powerful words about to come out of Leo's Sun, okay? Holla! Yes, if you want it right now, make him show you how. Yep, that's it. Thank you, because y'all know I couldn't remember those lyrics to save my life. Oh, you're welcome, Chrissy. Wow, yes. Chrissy, tonight, our first card was a splendid torch. Blaze brightly. Be your authentic self. And you're not alone. We all help make up this big burst, this vortex of light. We're here with you. We are in the throes with you because we are able to be, and the deck that it came from was the Hero's Journey. This title of the message was Be Our Own Hero. We are the hero in this journey. And so it's such an exciting blessing to know that we are the splendid torch. We're the hero and the light. And so Leo Sun, for you to have the angel of expression, whoo, your light is blazing up. People are going to hear and know when you speak with authority. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, thank you. Look at that. The ocean. Woo. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Hint, 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 Moana. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Oh my goodness. That is positive. Oof. Leo Sun. Your connection to the water and the healing power and properties of water, and the fact that you're being called to express yourself and speak your truth. Powerful things taking place, light workers. Powerful things taking place. And it's happening because we are the splendid torch. We're on fire now. We're not a flame. We started out as a twin flame, but now we're like a freaking bonfire. Hello, on fire, splendid torch. And we're all together, so we've created this vortex of light. Get in that vortex, y'all. Get in that vortex. It reminds me of back in the day when your mom would be like, okay, everybody, get in the station wagon. Get in the station wagon. Get in the vortex. We got to get in the vortex of light. We are helping the universe right now in real time. Hello. And Leo sun, you're being called to get immersed in that water. Get immersed in that healing water. You have been an overcomer and you have something to share with this world. Your story is going to inspire people. It's going to transform lives. You have to open up your mouth and share it because people will be amazed at what you have gone through and how you have overcome and persevered and how you're calling them to step into their power too. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm hearing Moana, How Far I'll Go. I've been standing at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I run back to the water no matter how hard I try. Oh my gosh, I couldn't help myself, guys. Moana came out tonight. Oh my word. Yes, yes. Speak your truth. Okay. Spirit wanted this as our last card to close, guys. Storm wisdom. Anybody been through a storm recently? Hello. Whoop, there it is. We bring you the gift of storm wisdom. This is a fierce cleansing nature of divine compassion made manifest in the world. Storm wisdom thrills the spirit, for it understands that so much benefit and liberation will come from this process, yet the mind may quake at the prospect of such little control over how your life events are unfolding for a time. What is happening during an experience of storm wisdom is that anything that has become stagnant or obstructing to your spiritual growth will be uprooted. You may find that the divine storm of transformation powering through your life creates a feeling of upheaval, creative chaos, uncertainty, and excitement. You may feel simultaneously liberated and exhilarated, whilst also wondering if everything is going to be okay. You must remember that you will only be asked to give up something in order to receive that which is far more beautiful and supportive of your sacred life journey. You must also remember the cleansing power of the storm will revitalize you, bring you fresh energy and perspective to take forward in your journey. And it is a divine blessing which will only bring good into your life. Only good into your life. Aw, thank you, Leo Sun. Thank you, you guys. Yep, there it is, Dynamic Jennifer. We're releasing it. The Oracle of Storm Wisdom has come to you with a special message. You are already in the midst of transformational change. Perhaps that which is deeply challenging and you cannot see any end in sight, or you're worried that the changes are going to be devastating. Have faith. This storm is wild, but it is filled with grace. You are being helped. You shall come through this, and the reason the storm was needed in your life is because a gentler method would not have been sufficient to free you. Oh my gosh, Lord have mercy. Did y'all just get that? Whoo! Oh my word. I'm going to read that part again. Whew. I'm sorry, I just had to collect myself because that's powerful. I mean, seriously. You're going through the transformational change. You might be worried, concerned about the devastation, but you're being helped. You're going to come through the storm, but the reason, somebody has been asking, why the hell am I going through this? What the frig is going on? Here it is. The reason the storm was needed in your life is because a gentler method would not have been sufficient to free you. Divine intervention, protection, liberation, and purpose is behind the storm raging in your life. It is love that moves you. Go with it. Do not resist. If you feel emotional as you hear these words, you are recognizing truth. Truth in the responses of your feelings, and know that all will be well according to a compassionate, higher wisdom. If you do not yet see the storm in your life, don't be afraid. This oracle can indicate a time when there is much movement after a period of stagnancy, where nothing seems to be moving forward. It's the burst of fresh air and life that increases your vitality and inspires you, whipping you up in a whirlwind, a loving whirlwind of new opportunity, connection, and love. There are those minds that fear the storms of life because they don't trust in the benevolence of the universe. Guys, you cannot make this up. What was the card out of this deck before? Unconditional trust. My God. There are those minds that fears the storms of life because they don't trust in the benevolence of the universe and how much they are actually loved. Then there are those that trust life and feel loved. They are the ones that stand, head tilted up, arms flung wide open, yelling, "Woohoo!" as the rain pours down and the wind howls and the fresh cold air cleanses the mind, body, and soul. Be the lover of life who boldly receives love's grace now. Let change be a welcome gift of love's eternal grace, for that is what is in truth. Yes, yes, and yes. This is the integration, guidance, and invocation. I call upon the crystal angel of Pietricite and the angel Raziel that love us unconditionally. Thank you for the healing gift of storm wisdom. May we open our hearts and minds to the wild cleansing grace of divine power now. May fresh life, opportunity, and connection flow into our world, shifting us out of doubt and complacency and into exhilarating, inspired, and passionate purpose. May our energy be lifted by this creative grace. May trust and love empower all beings to accept, enjoy, and flourish through the grace of change in our lives. May all beings be happy and free through our own free will and divine mercy. So be it. So be it. We choose of our own free will to accept the healing grace of storm wisdom in our lives. May the divine bless us with unconditional grace of transformation through our own free will. So be it. See, guys, I'm telling you, I love it when a good plan comes together. Thank you, Spirit, for bringing these messages forward. We needed to hear this. We needed to hear this. We needed to hear this because We are becoming the greatest version of ourselves. We are transforming, and we're being given wisdom and empowerment through this. The last bit of healing affirmation in here: may divine love bring the merciful grace of storm wisdom to all of us that can benefit from its cleansing and enlivening power. May wisdom serve love with compassion always. May every being be assisted on their divine path of fulfillment according to divine compassion, so be it. We dwell in the peaceful center at the eye of the storm as divine wisdom rushes through our life with fierce cleansing compassion, liberating us into our most loving, joyful life journey. So be it. Guys, can't get much better than that. We now know that some of these storms have manifested because a gentler way, we just would not have gotten the picture. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but boy, the grace and compassion and the unconditional trust that we're being called upon to have for the universe as we go through it is only going to strengthen us and help us to become the greatest version of ourselves, the fearless version of ourselves. The storm wisdom, the unconditional trust lead us here. We are heroic. We are heroic. And we have saved ourselves from karmic patterns, destructive behaviors, low vibrational entities and partners. We have acknowledged our own flaws and fears. We've addressed many of the things that Spirit has been prompting us to do so for quite a while now. And now we're getting to a place of mastery, which is super exciting, which means that we're going to be able to share the wealth of knowledge that we've learned. So as I share this to you tonight and lift our spirits through speaking words of truth and light, may we all be inspired to be the splendid torch that blazes brightly for all the world to see. That this transformation process required storms, but through it we obtained the wisdom. We see with 20/20 vision. In fact, we have extra sets of eyes watching out for us. We're clear. Our transformation has been quite the journey, but it was for our greatest and highest good, and we're going to continue to transform every single day. So don't be afraid to blaze brightly. It's safe for you to be seen. Don't forget those energies of the Ice Queen, the Snow Queen. They have no authority over you. As we all know, fire, heat, melts the cold. Stand in your power, be invigorated, be strong, and know that you are enough and you're powerful. And I hope that each of you is fulfilling your callings in this lifetime. Thank you so much for being here and helping me fulfill my calling. Thank you for being light and love in the chat. Thank you for being so kind and thoughtful of one another, encouraging of one another. May we continue to do so with so much love and compassion that the warmth of our light and love is felt all around the world. And I just bless you guys to have the most beautiful night's sleep. Have a beautiful day tomorrow. And I look forward to joining you guys again soon. If not here in the Good Vibe Tribe chat, you are welcome. And thank you likewise. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. You are truly my family, and I bless you and I send you so much light and love and appreciation, and wish you an absolutely beautiful night's sleep. Until next time, ciao for now. Bye.